back. I just finished my workout and I rinsed all of my hair in the shower. It's still very, well, it's still full of a lot of water. So I'm going to go back to the 4-in-1 styler, the spiked honey mousse. So I want to see how well it'll moisturize my hair from a workout without washing it. Sometimes after I work out, play tennis, or even yoga, I don't wash my hair every time, but sometimes I do. I wash my hair maybe 2 times a week, sometimes 3 if it's like really sweating and full of buildup. So let's see how this works. All right. I like to start in the back. Makes it easier. It is now 10:01. I can only imagine how long it used to take me to do my hair when I had it flat ironed. That's why I never would get it wet, which is what caused so much buildup. I wasn't able to do it at home as much because I didn't like using a flat iron around my girls when they were younger for safety reasons, and part of me was kind of ashamed, if you will. Ashamed is a strong word. Maybe embarrassed that, their hair was so beautifully curly and mine was straight. I did not want to have to answer to them, "Mommy, why is my hair curly and your hair straight?" So I used that time to start my natural journey when they were younger. And I have to say that year after year, it gets easier and easier, because sometimes I go out with a complete frizzy curly fro. There'll be some definition, but not as much definition like with a full new style. I see a lot of, still see curls there, so it's like, oh, we're just about to rock this. I was reading the bottle. I was like, why do they call it a 4-in-1 styler? What are the 4 things? So when I'm styling, I look for detangling, so it's probably a detangler, as you can tell. I look for, is the product giving me moisture? So is it a moisturizer? Yes, I have to say it's a moisturizer. Is it a styler? Yes, because I use it for a wash and go. Be interesting what it'll look like if I use it for a twist out. Here's an idea. So we have detangler, that's 1. We have moisturizer, that's 2. Or instead of moisturizer, I should say leave-in conditioner. We have styler, styling product, and then we have setter, which I think is what mostly you would use gels for. You put in the moisturizer, then on top of the moisturizer you put a gel to give the style more hold. But with this, I don't need a gel. I don't know what a gel would do combined with a foam. I like my curls to be soft and touchable and moldable, because when I'm sitting down or when I'm driving and I have my head up against the headrest, when it's a hard curl, I find that it's easier to smush. It's because I don't practice it enough, so I haven't figured out how to properly wear a hard curls or strong set curls. As I mentioned in my last video, when I'm doing a new layer, I leave the old layer alone because that old layer has already been styled. We don't want to agitate it. The curls that have already started their setting process. So this is just a quick wash and go. I'm not doing the curl by curl shingling method like I did in my last video with the fresh wash and go, because I had already washed my hair, styled it curl by curl with a wash and go. And I wanted to see how this foam would hold with just a rinse. I just rinsed out, you know, whatever filled up I had, and see if that's something that I can use to kind of prolong a wash and go without having to start from the very beginning. Because there are some times where I don't have, you know, I'm pressed for time and don't want to go through the whole washing and conditioning. Just need to skip a few steps to get a style that'll last for the day. So that's what this style is going to be. Back when I used to flat iron my hair, my husband had asked me, he was like, how can you tell, you know, the difference between the hair you've already, you know, done and the hair that you need to do? It's like, well, thankfully, the hair separates itself. And a lot of it goes by feel. It's like, I know when I'm done with a section, not feel a tangle, and I move on. The bigger the pieces, the bigger the tangles. So I'm going through this fairly quickly, so I'm not using small sections. There we go. Yeah, I gotta do this because I don't want to keep my hair in a pulled back state, because then all the curl progress that I've made would be lost. All right, so this is what it looks like freshly styled. Just gotta wait for it to dry, and I'm about to run some errands and I will give you guys an update. Before I go, I forgot to mention that the time now is 10:13, so that quick style application lasts, it took me less than 15 minutes. I'll see you guys in a few hours after I finish running my errands. See you soon. So I'm back with an update on my wash and go after I rinsed out my hair after working out, and I applied Spiked Honey Mousse 4-in-1 styler. Okay, and so right now this is what my hair looks like. It is almost dry. I'd say it's mostly damp, but as you can see, none of the product is falling on the ends of my hair. And let's see, fix that. The time now, it is now 1:16, so that's been 3 hours of roughly drying time. So I'm see if I can kind of make this section a little more laid down, and this one too. Separate these just a little bit. Will that help? Kind of. Let's look at this one here. Yeah, okay, so that's the easy fix. I don't know what it looks like in the back, but based on what I feel, it doesn't feel like any of them are sticking out of the general shape of my curls. So far I'd say that this is a good like quick wash and go to go to style after working out, and I have to say, love it. Let me know what you think, what your routine is after you work out, and we can talk about it in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.